Hello there. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. So in this video, we're going to talk about how to learn bookkeeping with Xero. Tutorial for beginners. Now let me just escape with this one and remove them on the top section so our landing page is clear. So technically, what is Xero? So Xero is going to be an all-time management tool where your small business or even big business can help you out. It is essentially for bookkeepers around the world, so you have a lot of tools and a lot of control on your business. And right now we're currently trying this for free for the free trial, but this is going to be the pricing. So for the early stages or the entry point is going to be $7.50 per month, usually 15, that's actually 50% off. And then second one or growing is 21, established is going to be 39. And then if you want to check the full pricing detail, let's go to it right now. So here we have it. So the first 50% will be the first 6 months, and these are the changes or the comparison among the features. And now with that being said, let's get over to the Xero dashboard by just using a dummy Google account that I have, and I'll see you once in there. So welcome back to the video. Right now this is going to be the landing page of your account, and as you can see right here, I have 20 days left on my trial. And basically with this one, I'm going to teach you step by step how to modify it, how to initiate or optimize your landing page. So in the top section, you're going to see dashboards, business, accounting, projects, and contacts. Your account sections right here. And then the first thing we want to do is, of course, select a business. Right now, I only have one. I have one demo company, and I have a sample business. So if you want to switch your organization, simply click on this option right here. So I'm going to try clicking the demo company right now. Perfect. So I successfully renegated this one. And this is basically demo company. So simply click on this one right again, making sure you click on settings first. Now once you're here, you're going to see a lot of settings under general and then features. First things first, I want you to go to organization details right here. Now once you're here, you're going to upload your logo, of course the logo of your business name right there, and then industry, organization type, and so on and so forth. So please take note that each of this description, each of this feature may differ from time to time depending on your location. Right now, I'm currently in the Philippines of Manila, and then if you're currently living, for example, half across the world on my end, your options here or your features might be slightly different. But the main thing, they're perfectly the same, or the process is perfectly the same. Just fill up everything here. So after successfully updating your organizational details, starting from address, logo, and basic financial information, I want to go straight to connected apps. Once you're here, you're going to have an option to connect third-party application. So simply clicking on this no connected apps right here. So typing in this option right there, you're going to have a lot. You can connect your CRM, you can connect your payroll, and so much more. For example, if I click on featured apps right here, you're going to have so much choices here. These are just a few of the top applications you can connect in Xero. Now going back on the settings option, now those are just the two most important parts of the settings, the organization details and connected apps. Of course, if you want to change the currencies, you can do so here. This is especially important if you're doing business abroad. Of course, also the subscription and billing, this is important to keep your all of the features in Xero active. However, third most important part right here is invoice settings. Let me just go to it right now. Awesome. So inside invoice settings, you're going to have a create template option. Basically, invoice, as the name suggests, this is the part where you create your invoice. Below here, you're gonna see a default option, or this is actually how it looks like. Now to edit this one, of course, click on the option right there, click on the edit, and with this one, you can change the name, the page size, for example, A4 US letter, the margins, everything here up to receipt title, and then the codes, especially the alignment right there. So everything you see here is editable. Now for example, you have made changes here and you're satisfied with it, simply click on save. And now once we're done with that, please go back on organizational settings and the one before. Now once back here, the most important, or rather, sorry about saying always most, for me, the another important part right here is payment services. Of course, we need to have payments, right? This is a business anyway. So going to payment services, you're gonna have this option, basically another dashboard where you can set up your payments, starting from number 1 up to number 4. As you can see right here, setup, send an invoice, get paid online, and of course, receive your money. With this one, you can set up available payment services by clicking on this option right here. You can either use PayPal, Stripe, or custom payment URL. Just make sure that you always set up what's most important. So before you get into business, I strongly suggest you set up your payment settings. Now going back on the settings or the organization settings, I want you to also take note on email settings right here. Basically, this is just like an invoice settings but for email. This is an option where you want to set your automatic reply to email address, and that the email template is right here. You can also connect 0 to 0 option on this option right there. And of course, customer custom contact links is right here. So before, there is an option here that says payroll settings, which is technically for your employees, and so it works. But now they added that under payment services. So take note, if you're looking for payroll services, it's going to be under payment services. Now going to the advanced settings right here, you have financial settings, tax rates, tracking categories, and conversion balances, so much more. So basically that's it for the settings option. Next up, I want to go to accounting. And the ones here, please go to bank accounts. Now once you're in here, there is an option to add your bank account. So how come we need a bank account? So think of it as your savings. You have your money inside your Xero, but there is no way or there is no one to send their money to. So you need to add your bank account. That's the most idea there. So simply click on add bank account right here, and you'll have an option to select your bank account. So right now the country is Philippines because this is my IP address as of now. These are the most popular banks in the Philippines: BDO, BPI, BDO Union Bank, and so much more. Of course, if you want to filter by country, you can do so on this option. For example, let's check around South Africa right here. And these are the most popular banks in South Africa. Of course, if you cannot find your bank right here, type it in this option right there. And you're gonna have your bank right here. For example, on this option right here, I'm just gonna type in B, A, and then these are the bank under South Africa with that specific keyword. Of course, there is an also option here that has the results in other countries, starting with the BA category. Pretty awesome, right? It really helps you sort out the bank you're looking for. Now, for example, you want to try this one, Bank Xero. So make sure you click on it right here. So on this option right here, simply log in and connect your accounts, send in your bank info. So don't be nervous. Don't be scared that Xero will take your bank details and use it behind your back. I strongly encourage or vouch for it that this is a safe website. So welcome back to the video. Right now we have dashboard right here. Now take note, you're gonna spend most of your time under dashboard. After setting up your business settings, organization settings, and your bank account, you're gonna spend most of your time on dashboard. You're gonna ask why, because in dashboard, you're gonna see a lot here. For example, your bank account, invoices, and so much more. And let me just activate this one. So this is how it should look like. Under bank, for example, this is the bank account number. This is basically the ruling, the statement of the bank. So invoices are right here, bills you need to pay, total cash in and cash out, accounts watch list, for example, your inventory, pay AYG, and then office expenses. And then you also have tax and reporting here. Also, if you're not satisfied with your widgets, simply click on edit dashboard, and then you can show and unshow options here. You can also adjust it, how it looks like. Pretty awesome, right? Let me just save the changes right here. And if you click on learn more here, you're gonna have the applications that I mentioned earlier. So simply connect your third-party application on this one, and you can add it on your dashboard. Easy as pie. Of course, we can also have the option to edit whatever data we have here. For example, under bills you need to pay, if I click on new bill right here, but before I do that, there should be an option here for the 3 dots, right up the upper right corner of each widget. So right now we don't have it since this is a preview and basically this is a free account. Anyway, if I click on new bill right here, I'm gonna have this option. Take note, this is what's inside the bill category or widget. I can add stuff here, I can approve, and so much more. I can add some note there, and then simply click on save it if I'm satisfied with it. Going back on dashboard, now for example, we want to add some more reports. Simply click on accounting, go on reports right here. Now with this one, these are the reports you can add. But if you want to search up a report, just type it right here. For me, I have it right there. I already like business performance. I can click a star or add an analytics cash term or cash summary. And with this one, you can show the descriptions if you need them or you're not really familiar what it does. So under business performance, you can see the description. And under cash summary, there is a 3 dots. You can also click on this one to learn how to create, or the common formats is working capital with other cash movements. Basically, there is a suggestion, a tag team or a duo, that if you select cash summary, it is better to also select working capital with other cash movements. So after selecting some stuff here, starring them right there, and then for example under business performance one more time, if I specifically click on it, I'll go inside the business performance review. And if I click those icons right there, for example, and then go back on my dashboard, I'll now have a new widget right here, business performance. Pretty awesome, right? And now speaking of, under account watch list, if I click on 3 dots right here, there is going to be an edit accounts watches option right there. So under in here, I can select other accounts, for example, entertainment. If I click on it, I can show on dashboard, check it right there, make sure it's visible. Simply click on enter and you'll be good to go. For example, suspense right here. It's not clearly showing up on dashboard. I can simply click on check, click on save, and now go back on my dashboard. I'm pretty sure it's going to be right here. And there we have it. We have suspense successfully added on your watch list. You know, there is a little thing here that not all people know, so I want to share with you guys. So there are a lot of things going on here, right? You need to go to business, projects, contacts, and dashboard. But there is a key here on this plus icon called quick actions. You can create new invoice, bill, contact, and to the point where you can spend, receive, and transfer money by this option right here called quick actions. Now, since we've covered mostly around accounting and then the settings and now dashboard, again guys, you're gonna spend most of your time in dashboard. Speaking now for business, there is a lot of going on here, starting from short-term cash flow up to checks. But for now, let's talk about Snapshot, and let me open invoices. Now for Snapshot, basically this is a trend setter or trend settings. In here, you can edit year to date, for example, last fiscal year. This is our income, basically 0. We have last quarter, we have last month, and then you can edit the metrics. For example, you want to see other metrics here, other than business account or savings account. You can remove that one, and then go back, and you only have the account from earlier. You can click on accrual rate or cash. As you can see right there, it changes depending on your settings. So you're gonna have an option to print here if you want to see this on hardbound paper. However, basically this is gonna be your snapshot. Of course, there is a financial ratio right here, the very bottom, which I think is pretty important. Moving over to invoices, this is everything you've sold. And with this one, you can select by filtering by draft, awaiting approval, awaiting payment, and so much more. You can create a new invoice here, but there is a drop-down icon where you can create a repeating invoice, training customers, and add contact group. There is an import and export option here, so if you're using a Xero account from another device, or you have a CRM from another platform, simply try this one. Even Excel is applicable for this one. So for your import invoices, you can download your invoices template file, copy your invoices, and then basically browse. Now for example, you want to send another invoice to a specific customer with the same invoice. For example, this Bayside Club, if I click on it right now, I'll open up this option, and then I can simply click on this option that says email. And then I can send this one with the exact invoice with everything on it to a different email. Basically, that's it. I can now add this as a PDF attachment, send me a copy on my email right there, or include files as attachment. Basically, that's it. Of course, since we've already tackled invoices, let's try creating a new one. Now under here, of course, we need to know where to send it, the date, the due date right here, the invoice number, reference, branding, for example, special products, the item, the description, quantity, unit price, and so on and so forth. Of course, we cannot forget about the currency. You can add currency if you're not right here. And then for the amounts, this is tax inclusive, exclusive, or of course, we all have no tax, right? And then you can add a new line, assign an item per project, or you can add 5 lines in total or 20 at a time. You can save, save continue, or approve. Or there's also an option to add another, view next, or approve and print. You can also add some notes there, switch to new invoicing. It's a pretty powerful tool as you can see right now. So since we're talking about business already, invoices, going back on business and online payments right here, much like the payments from earlier, the settings, it's basically the same. Please make sure you have successfully linked your PayPal account or your Stripe or even your other URL. Because you won't get paid, of course, even though you send hundreds of invoices. If you don't have a payment services, maybe online or offline. Now going back on the business side, we have bills to pay here. So right here is going to be the bills to pay, much like as a dashboard, we can view everything, right? But in here, we can view it very specifically. Also, we have here purchase overview, purchase order, expense claims, pay run, and so much more. Speaking of products and services, I want to open it right here and show it to you guys. So for products and services, I can add a new item. Basically, if I add a new item here, I can have the code, the name, for example, sample item here. As you can see, it's real-time generation. The cost price, let me just say 15, purchase account. And then basically with this one, I can track inventory item, which is very helpful. Please always check this option. And then selling price, for example, let's name it 20. Selling account, let's go for that one. And basically click on save. So I have a code right here. I'm going to go for a sample code. So cost of goods, I think that's good enough. So we have successfully added a new item. I can archive, delete, adjustment, and edit. Basically, that's products and services for you guys. Of course, you can also import and export. You can export as CSV, PDF, same goes with import. Now that's basically business. Let's talk about accounting. So as discussed earlier, you have your bank accounts here where you need to link your bank accounts to get paid. You have your reports section, the advanced option, and these are the start reports from earlier. And of course, the advanced option here. Now going to the reports option, you can have your very own report sections right here. As discussed earlier, simply look for report right there. Enable and disable the description, the custom options right here, draft, publish, and archive. So going for the home option, you can have so much choices here to go through with it, and basically just choose which one you want to add, of course, to your dashboard. Now speaking about profit and loss, this is actually very important for tracking your losses and of course your profit. With this one, you can adjust the filter to check which month you are winning, which month are you losing. You can save as draft, publish, or custom, or export as PDF, Excel, and Google Sheets. Now moving over for accounting, make sure this for right here, your accountant, personal accountant if you have, please connect it to your Xero account so she or he can track your accounting, right? These options right here, starting from chart of accounts up to manual journals. Now let's talk about under contacts. You have this snapshot of employees, suppliers, and customers. Take note before, employees are under projects. So there's a separate sub specifically for employees, but for now, since it's updated, employees is under contacts. Please take note about that one. Now let's talk about employees right here. So welcome back to the video. Right now, since it's going to be updated, so under employees is basically all your contacts. That is segregated for customers, suppliers, employees, training customers, and so much more. Basically, if you want to add your employee, simply click on the add contact and you can sort them right here. Now speaking about projects, you have your all projects right here, time entries, staff time overview. For example, right here, you want to check a time in and time out or time frame of your employees. You can check it right here. Now going back under the dashboard. Now another thing that's pretty important under dashboard, you're going to see reconcile 27 items here. Basically, it's not always 27. Basically, reconcile items if I click on it right now. And by the way, guys, you can find it under accounting, under bank accounts. Right here, under bank accounts, you're going to have reconcile. So basically, reconcile is making sure your transaction is correct. So this is 6,187 money spent. Make sure to go to my bank account. Simply click on OK. One thing with this one, same drill, click on OK. You'll notice the ones right here that doesn't have a code just yet need to be matched. Now you may be wondering, what if it's not really matched? So you can do this manually. So name of contact, which is going to be Smart Agency. As you see right there, it's going to be Smart Agency. For choose account, you can type anything here, or you can just simply choose one of the accounts you have. So why? Basically with this one description, you can enter the reason why it's not reconciled yet. For example, I'm just going to type in sample description here. And with this one, for the region, this is depending on your area. Let me just choose for this one, click on South, the tax on purchase, and I think that's good enough. Simply click on OK, and that's reconciled. Do this for all of this one right here, and then you'd be good to go. Then before we wrap things up, I know this is overwhelming, so I strongly suggest always use quick actions. You can spend, receive, transfer, purchase order, and the most important part here is bill. Also, you have your ultimate search bar here. If you're not really understanding stuff here, simply go to search bar right there. You have your notifications, of course, and then there's a help bar right here. Of course, 3 dots are basically the applications you want to add, and the CRM, documents, and payroll HR. This one right here is basically your account, and basically that's it. So thank you so much for watching. Please hit the like button, subscribe. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Goodbye for now.